Welcome back, everyone, to the 2026 Nikkei Slovak Darts Open. First round action is brought to you live by the PDC Europe as we're coming to you from the Intiaba Expo here in Bratislava in Slovakia. Time now for our second match of this Friday afternoon session. Would you please welcome on stage from England. He is a winner on the development tour. Today, he's competing in his second European Tour event. Time to meet TNT Tyler Thorpe.
It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
And his opponent from Czechia. He is the world number 59, a World Cup of Darts and European Tour quarter-finalist, and a semi-finalist on the Pro Tour. Time to welcome Evil Charlie, Karel Sedlacek.
Well, we had an upset in our opening match. I wonder if we'll see another one here. Sedlacek, a very, very good player, and on his day, capable of going on deep runs. Delighted to be joined in the comms box for this one and for the rest of the weekend. Dan McCarthy, good afternoon, pal.
Good afternoon, mates. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, this is a hugely consequential match in the race for the world match players. Karel Sedlacek salutes the very strong 1,000 crowd. They're a noisy old bunch, aren't they, here in Slovakia, loving the darts here for the very first time. What can Karel Sedlacek and Tyler Thorpe provide for them? Well, Thorpe has already done Sedlacek a big favour in terms of the match play race, because en route to qualifying for this, in the tour card qualifier, he beat Sebastian Białowski, so that's one of his rivals out of the way. In terms of the race itself, Sedlacek is £5,000 outside the final spot, which is currently occupied by Cameron Menzies. So if he is to vault into those positions, he's going to have a deep run, probably to the final session. Is he capable of that? Of course he is. He's played some great stuff this year.
And he's going to have to hope that Cameron Menzies, who looks in good nick, falls at the first hurdle. I'm not sure that will happen as he's playing one of the host nation qualifiers, but that's this evening. More on that later. But I've been impressed with the resilience of Tyler over the last few months. He's definitely turned a corner, including a win over Dirk van Duijvenbode, averaging 96.33 on the Pro Tour. He's had wins over Adam Gavlas, averaging over 92. He beat Ian White 6-4 with an average just shy of a ton. Yeah, there's definitely signs. Lost to Chris Lambert 6-5 in the next European Tour the qualifier for that one with 103.22. It was 6.5, so he's definitely showing signs he's settling into that environment of being on the Pro Tour, which is a big jump up from anything any player would have ever seen prior to getting a card.
Yeah, I think of the intake from Q School this year. Thorpe was one of the surprise packages. The 1-2-1's not going to go for Sedlacek, but he's got time on his side against Tyler.
But learning how to play on the Pro Tour, and then this is another learning curve that he will have to master. Well, that's good pressure from him. Left 64 after 12. Will he get a go? Good guide. Doesn't use it. What a chance.
Tyler, you require 64.
Karol Sedlacek cannot afford to pass up those kinds of opportunities. It's all the 16s for Tyler. Needs 2 more of them.
32.
Doesn't get them. So Sedlacek returns. An opening leg of 16 darts. Double 10, proving tricky. But he finally hits it for the 4th time of asking.
Second leg is Tyler to throw first. Game on.
Things have happened very quickly for Tyler Thorpe. He's only been playing darts a couple of years, and he's a bright lad. He was studying astrophysics at university and gave that up in order to pursue darts as a professional vocation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course he did, yes.
Also works part-time in a dart shop, so there's fewer better environments in which to hone your craft.
Also playing on the development tour, isn't he? So that's given him the extra opportunity, and that, trust me, that development tour is a serious standard as well. Dev Tour is currently topped by
99.
Białecki, isn't it? Who can't play in it anymore because he's in the he's inside on the where they terminate, where you're allowed to play in both.
Yeah, it's a good sign when you are literally too good for the development tour,
yes,
despite being of the requisite age.
Yes, absolutely.
180.
This is very, very good from Tyler.
Strong leg on throw. But Sedlacek bites back with a 180 of his own.
Tyler requires 65.
Too good.
Game shot on the second
Have
leg.
some of that back.
Tyler Thorpe.
15-dart hole.
Third leg is Karol to throw
One
first.
apiece.
What I liked about that shot was throwing the dart at the bullseye, and you could not get a more perfect bullseye than that. He didn't want it,
No.
but it didn't throw him out of rhythm.
No.
Didn't step back and scratch his head and think again. He knew exactly what plan B was. It was 3-6-6. Hits it with aplomb. Look at him go here.
125.
His second ever Euro Tour. Played in Visa in Belgium earlier this year and was well beaten by Willie O'Connor. But
Yeah, I commentated on that one.
in the 3 months that have passed, as you mentioned, Mace, he's become a much more rounded player. He's learning quickly.
Yeah, and the numbers indicate that no matter where he's playing. Just tracking the progression.
140.
He's got a break and throw opportunity here. Have one dart in leg one, of course, at 32 off 64.
137.
That'll do.
$85. Tyler, you require 99.
Can be a tricky one. Going 2 tops.
59. Karol, you require 131.
Well, speaking of tricky, 131, much trickier than 99, and Sedlacek falls at the second hurdle.
91.
Very close, good effort.
40.
But it is tops to back up the 15-dart hole with a potential 13-dart break of throw. That was a little wild, but that's more like it.
Tyler Thorpe.
And it is the break.
Fourth leg is Tyler to throw first. Game on.
Have you got one of those PDC bucket hats, Dan? Need one today.
Yeah, I think I need anything that'll protect me from the sun. It's 34 degrees here, local temperature. It's a real swelter. It tends to be like this in Central Europe at this time of year. So
it's going to hit 36 tomorrow, isn't it?
I'm sure we'll see a few beads of sweat rolling down the brows of certain players.
I mean, he could be 3-0 up then. That double 16 goes in leg one off 64. As it is, he's, well, in a real battle here with a very good Sedlacek.
96.
Well, the rule in this game seems to be if Thorpe hits a 180, Sedlacek immediately follows with one. I'm not complaining.
100.
Absolutely not.
125.
Now, if he accidentally hits the ball here, we could get a proper showbiz shot. Misses the target completely.
Great recovery. Leaves tops after 12. Trouble 17 ball. Gets it. This is huge.
96.
Well, that's Carroll's first leg-winning opportunity since the first leg of the match. Tyler's outplaying him, and he's 3-1 up here. And he could be on for a second surprise result of the afternoon.
Absolutely. And listen, we spoke of the kind of numbers he's been punching in with a bit more regularity. Well, he's doing that here, Dan. 103.79, 101.75 for Sedlacek.
And those numbers continue to increase. But you know what happens when Tyler hits a one now?
I was
come
waiting
on, Carroll.
when that first start went in. I was almost guaranteed he was going to follow. Well, he follows, and he's on a 9.
Would you believe it? We're on for a 9-dart leg in just the second ever match, the Slovak Darts Open. Over to you, Tyler Thorpe. Wrong side of the wire, and a sarky thumbs up to follow.
Yeah, got to stay switched on here. Almost imperative that you tidy things up and get the leg one. And those two trouble 19s, brilliant. And what a lovely reaction from Karol Sedlacek.
Evil Charlie doesn't have an evil bone in his body, but he has to stay focused himself. It's double 6, just inside. Double 3 can be awkward, but not if you're in this kind of form.
Oh, it's a double break of throw, isn't it? 4-1 up, averaging 109. Look at that sequence of legs after dropping leg one, where he had a dart to win it in 15. His response 15, 14, 13, 11.
Karol Sedlacek is a classy operator in his own right.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Another player that has, without question, improved so much. He's had wins over some big names, hasn't he?
44.
Well, the biggest indicator of his improvement is the fact that he's playing these events on the left-hand side of the draw, which means he qualifies as a Pro Tour player. On the one-year ranking system, he's one of the informed guys, so he gets automatically selected for these events.
99.
The way that Tyler Thorpe is playing,
140.
he'd be giving the two Lukes, MVG, Gezi Price, a real game.
Carry require 84.
May only get one go at the bull here. Could do with a treble. Over to the 14s. It is the bullseye.
39.
And it's a mile away.
Yeah, it didn't even scare it.
76.
Great dart. Double 8.
60.
Wow. Wow.
Could that be a pivotal moment?
I think it will be.
Not had a go at the outer ring since leg 1, but Sedlacek this time does get a leg back on the board.
He
It's a
left it.
break of throw as well.
He left it late, didn't he? Wow. Yeah, that could be the turning point.
140.
Yeah, you talk about how good he's been on the Pro Tour. Sedlacek is ahead of Białecki, De Graaf, Veenstra, Reyes, Bo Greaves,
140.
Tom Bissell, Keane Barry, Mensel, Gary Anderson, although Gary's not played that many. Well, that's just an indication of where his game is to be above those players. Currently the top of the Pro Tour Order of Merit, no surprise.
135.
Mr. Six, Bessel Nyman, tops. Well, he's nearly 100 grand ahead of anybody.
I think he's going to be the #1 seed in Pro Tour events for a long time to come.
Yeah.
44.
And speaking of which, we've got this event here in Slovakia this weekend and 2 more Players' Championship events. And after those at the start of July, the match play field will be locked in.
86.
Well, he does have 2 Pro Tours left, but this is the one with the big money, isn't it? It's like winning 2 Pro Tours, isn't it? Well, it is exactly like winning 2 Pro Tours.
140.
Good fight back from Tyler Thorpe. To break the throw again. Double 10.
130.
Well, I'm loving his mentality because he would have been aware how big that 76 opportunity was in the last leg. But he will be back for a very tricky double 5.
60.
And then we'll throw for the match, of course, if he can convert.
10.
For a 13 dart break of throw. Has to split. Double 2.
Game
So good from Tyler Thorpe. Belying his tender years, belying his lack of stage experience.
Yeah, I'm massively impressed. The composure, the concentration, and the resilience. His head could have easily dropped.
140.
As it is, he responds. 15 dart, break back.
Adorning the green and yellow of his hometown football club, Norwich City. We've got an East Anglian flavour going on this afternoon, especially with the next game, Gilding v King. We welcome Merv back to the Euro Tour after an absence of a few years. Some great games coming up, some very hard to predict games across the course of round 1.
96.
Well, in all fairness, I fancied Thorpe to give him a run for his money, but I didn't expect this performance. And you're right, it's the lack of big stage experience. And his last taste of it didn't end well against Willie O'Connor.
134.
Right, six starts at 126.
26.
It's going aggressive. Treble 16, beautiful.
86.
Been mightily impressed with this performance, and I think Sedlacek looks a bit shell-shocked.
137.
Is that going to be a parting gift?
Time you required 40.
Sedlacek walks away, his match play hopes hanging by a thread. Because Tyler Thorpe has put in a tremendous performance here at the Slovak Darts Open. What a display for the 23-year-old in just his 2nd ever European Tour match. He beats the highly fancied Karel Sedlacek 6-2, averaging north of 103. A great display from him. He goes through to round 2.
Tyler, congratulations. Average of 103.3. What a way to get your first win on a European Tour stage. That was emphatic, that.
I'm just over the moon, to be fair. After last game against Willie, he played unbelievable, and I didn't produce what I know I could do. I scored well, which my scoring tends to get me over the places, but when the finishing's going well, it all comes together, and I'm just buzzing that it came together today, so I'm over the moon with it.
I was going to say, it really looked like you completely shaken off those nerves that you might have had at the first time you were on a European Tour stage. Today, second time, you look like a fish in water up here.
I love it. I love the attention, the crowd, everything, all the noise and stuff. It's completely different to everything. You guys are amazing. There's no doubt about that. You absolutely love it, and I'm just glad I got that over the line.
Next round tomorrow, playing against Dobey. If you can reproduce what you did today, it's not given that you're going to beat him, but you're surely going to give him a run for his money if you do.
If I can do it for the rest of the weekend, who knows how far it could go. So hopefully I do it again and again and again. We'll see how it goes.
That's the spirit. Tyler, congratulations. Great performance. Best of luck tomorrow in round 2. Applause to Tyler Thorpe.
Go on, my son.
Some real impact on this particular event. He's through to the last 16. This is what we've seen so far. Mike DeDecker absolutely spellbinding against Willie O'Connor. Kevin Dukes wasn't at his best, but it was good enough to take out the seed in Damon Heta. Wes O'Nyman, similar story really, not his best, but able to overcome Benjamin Praetnamer. Neither Noppert or Rasmussen are at their best, but Noppert managed to win that 6-2. And Jermaine Wattermain scored very well, missed 19 darts at double, but still had enough to overcome Dave Chisnell. Are we waiting for somebody to really set this session alight again after the heroics of Mike DeDecker? And could it be the man who picked up a maiden Euro Tour win yesterday with a stunning display in Tyler Thorpe? He's up against Chris Dobey.
Game, shots, and the match. Tyler Thorpe.
Played unbelievable, absolutely buzzing with it. Just finishing came clinical, and scoring was pinpoint as well, so everything sort of came together. And I know what my game's capable of when I do all that, and that's big numbers, ton pluses. I know for a fact I can do ton pluses all the time. It's just consistency and making sure that finishing's always there, and I can go and do it as much as I want.
Game, shot on the second leg.
I changed a few bits and bobs on the hockey. A lot of darts is in your head, and I had a few people speak to me saying that tops wasn't for me. I was standing too far to the right. I was reaching too high, so I moved a bit more to the centre of the hockey, so everything's more in line with each other. And doubles started to feel a little bit more natural, and tops seem to love it again as I'm not reaching too far. And double 16 I seem to leave a fair amount as well. So just changed a few bits and bobs, and it seemed to be a bit more consistent. If you're averaging 100 plus, you're going to get a chance in pretty much every leg. If they beat that, then fair enough. But at the end of the day, as long as I get a chance and I take it, no one can stop it.
Welcome back, folks, to the 2026 Nike Slovak Darts Open. Today's second round action is brought to you live by the PDC Europe as we're coming to you from the Incheba Expo here in Bratislava in Slovakia. 3 more matches coming our way in this session. Time now to get the next 2 players onto the stage. Would you please welcome first from England. He is a winner on the development tour. In the second round of a European Tour event for the first time in his career, it's TNT Tyler Thorpe.
It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
And his opponent from Bedlington, England. He is the world number 13 the winner of 11 PDC titles, a World Championship and World Grand Prix semi-finalist, and the 2023 Masters Champion, Hollywood Chris Dobey!
Don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin. Then you begin to make it better, 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 better,
And time now to complete our refereeing team here in Bratislava. Time to meet the calculator, Kirk Bevins.
Very much enjoying Chris Dobey's continued efforts, wherever he is in the world, to walk on to Hey Jude, get on stage, and when they go, na, 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 he points at himself as if to say, why don't you sing Dobey? That would fit there. And wherever we are, be it Germany, be it Slovakia, be it anywhere in the world, every darts crowd utterly refuses to do it. But still he perseveres. Fair play, Hollywood. Fair play, Tyler Thorpe, after yesterday. What a performance against Karol Sedlacek. One that really hurt Evil Charlie's chances of getting to the match play. You've just heard from Tyler Thorpe. He believes that he can replicate that sort of performance every time he toes the hockey. If he does it here today, it could be a 5th consecutive defeat on the Euro Tour for Chris Dobey, because he lost in the last 16 in Sindelfingen, and then he lost in his opening game in Graz, in Riesa, and in Kiel. Does he put that little run to an end? Or is Tyler Thorpe going to reach the final day of a European Tour event for the first time in his career? Dan McCarthy alongside me to find out.
There was so much to like about the Tyler Thorpe performance yesterday. It was a match that is essentially a free hit for him. He's in the first year of his tour card. He's still learning the ropes, and he was up against Karol Sedlacek, who was playing with something to chase, the world match play. So there wasn't a great deal of pressure on Thorpe, but he just breezed through the game. The scoring was excellent, the finishing was excellent, the temperament was excellent. You may have just seen on the clip there the 65 finish on the bull. There was no flinching, there was no stepping back thinking, oh no, what do I do now? He knew what plan B was. So if he is to replicate that performance, then Dobey's got to pull out his A game.
Yeah, I was impressed with Tyler at Q School this year, because on day one of the second stage,
43.
He got within one win of just winning the tour card outright. The next couple of days, he did not add to his order of merit. So it was all on that final day, and he managed to go and get the job done. And that is not an easy thing to do, because he'd put himself right up near the top of the rankings. People are watching him, people are talking about him, and it's a real opportunity. But he managed to get it done. And I think that's a mark of the young man's temperament and ability.
Mark of his accuracy there. What a dart at treble 20. What a start this could be. It's double 16.
72.
Not quite picking up from where he left off, but Dobey, 164. This is a big ask.
Too big an ask? It is.
136. Tyler require 32.
Well, 16 then.
On the first leg, Tyler
Good
Thorpe.
Solid start from Tyler Thorpe.
Chris to throw first.
Not overawed by the challenge of former major winner, former Premier League participant. But as of yet, never been a European Tour
84.
winner, which is a peculiarity in Chris Dobey's career. He's not got a great overall record in the Euro Tour. One final, and that wasn't even in this decade.
No, we don't even go there anymore. I mean, he's got a losing record on the European Tour. But he's lost more games than he's won over the years. Now, that does span various stages of Chris Dobey's career, obviously.
100.
You only have to look at his record in the floor events to know that this man plays world-class darts on a consistent basis. More consistently, in fact, than the vast majority of players around. It's been like that for a long while. His World Championship record's not too shabby in recent years.
Well, this year alone on the floor, he's averaging 98. The only two players averaging more are Owen Price and Luke Humphries, and they play fewer events, so it's a smaller sample size.
He's averaging more than Nyman on the floor this year. There you go.
134.
Yeah, for a period in the early part of this year, it looked like those two were going to be duelling for the #1 seed at Minehead, but I think Wessel's pretty much got that sewn up already.
I think everybody's playing for second place in that particular one. In terms of the floor rankings, I mean, #1 a couple of years ago, #5 last year. Just extraordinarily consistent. And up there again, of course, this year.
At
least he stayed straight. That's the only real bonus in that visit for Chris Dobey.
This would be a bonus.
65.
A narrow miss. These are the types of finishes that Dobey could be mopping up. That helps. Double top. Useful guide. And it's a useful guide that he uses.
And used to perfection, by the way, as well. Just straight down the line. You could see it kiss off the barrel and find it perfectly.
140.
Oh, even the flights were shaped perfectly. Just threw it down that funnel to tops.
96. '93.
This match taking place in the Stag Do segment of the draw because the winner faces either Ross Smith or Joe Cullen.
Yes, all of them
58.
survivors of the Nathan Aspinall Stag Do the other weekend.
'98.
Well, early days here, but Tyler Thorpe, it's not a huge drop-off from yesterday's brilliance, is it?
100. Tally require 107.
A couple of visits to see this off. Keep the hold to throw going, but he's averaging close to a ton.
58. '97. Tally require 112.
The first ton plus checkout of the weekend. With a few things he hasn't ticked off. That might change. Double 16.
80. Chris require 150.
He's first to a double every leg.
Could be 3-0. He'd certainly settle for 2-1. Dobey's not going to take out the 150.
32. Games on a third
Tyler
leg.
Thorpe straight in there.
Fourth leg, Chris to throw first.
Double 16 to win the first leg. Double 16 to win the third leg.
96.
Does work at it and hone your craft.
136.
Yeah, the not often employed route of studying rocket science and then
58.
working in a dart shop. I don't think there's did Dave Chisnell do that? I don't think he did.
Now, he only did the rocket science bit.
Right, yes.
97. 100.
Well, right now, it's Dobey who's been schooled by the young man from East Anglia. I believe there's some allegiance to Norwich City with the colours of the shirt.
58. $133.
Good visit from Dobey, moving around the board in search of trebles.
$60. We should have got 114.
Oh, no. Well, he could have ended up going Shanghai on the 19s for the 114, but if you get the treble first start, single 17 leaves tops. But just not quite enough care. He will be back.
90. Chris,
Threw that
you
second
require
dart too
40.
quickly. Took it for granted, but he's back. Double 10 the target.
James on the fourth leg, Chris.
2-2 here.
Fifth leg, Tyler to throw first. Game.
And it's maybe too premature to say that Dobey's clinging on, but he's having to take his chances.
99.
It's 6 visits per leg for Dobey. He's held throw twice in 6 visits. He's been on either a double or single to double shot after 5 visits.
51.
There you go. But it's 6 visits a leg for everybody so far.
123.
One of these ones where there's 7 points in the averages, but ultimately they're both in that 6 visit range, so it's not really
56.
making much difference. Anywhere from sort of 85 to 100, you're getting it done in 16, 17, 18, well, to 99.
59.
So you don't play at a consistent level all the way through the game, but that's kind of how this is working out at the minute.
134. 60.
Doesn't like that. Wants to stay straight on the 20s. Oh, what a dart that is.
160.
That looked impossible, and he made it possible.
How important might that one dart be from Chris Dobey?
140.
Because he has got a
Bishop
chance.
Maguire,
It is a
160.
small chance. Look, he's just ghosted past those. To give him a shot. Oh.
118. Tyler, you require 20.
It was begging to be followed up. Quickly things can change. Thorpe needs to take this. And that's not particularly helpful either. It's stood up, obscuring most of the target. Back to double 5.
15.
As Tyler
Chris,
Thorpe
you require
just blinked
42.
in this second round contest.
Not got it done in 6 visits to the board.
Yeah,
But Dobey does, and Dobey leads. That's the break of throw he needed.
6 leg, Chris to throw first. Game.
Right, different proposition this for Tyler Thorpe. Came out yesterday against Karel Sedlacek. Started brilliantly, just carried on all the way through.
59.
It's an easier game when it's like that. But now he's going to have to dig deep. He's going to have to find something.
131.
It's already advantage Thorpe.
$140. 40.
Or at least it was.
$111.
Those averages starting to converge as Chris Dobey. He's not hit the turbos or anything, but
100.
just getting a little bit sharper. Thorpe might be fading a little. Oh, that's magnificent.
159.
Absolutely wonderful setup shot from Chris Dobey.
One of the lesser heard numbers called.
60.
And it's teed up to perfection on his favourite double as well. Three misses gives Thorpe half a chance, quarter of a chance maybe. Now no chance.
56. Chris should require 16.
A bit of breathing space. Some way off.
12. Italia require 114.
This is more than a quarter of a chance.
Well, Dobey gets another opportunity after three very meekly thrown darts at double. Double two can be awkward, especially now. And he goes past that, he can.
The sick leg, Chris Dobey. 7th leg, Tyler to throw first. Game.
Now there's a smile from Hollywood. 2 up and 2 away. As he looks to win his first game on the Euro Tour since Sindelfingen, the European Darts Grand Prix, which was back in April.
85.
I should point out, in the 4 games that he's lost in a row on the European Tour, Chris Dobey has averaged 99, 99, 99 and 96. Not as if he's been playing poorly, he's just been losing the games. Ironically, he might win this one with a mid-80s average.
96.
It's just a confusing record he's got on the Euro Tour, because since that final in Denmark back in 2019, he's made 4 semi-finals.
140.
And he's played in the vast majority of events.
Yeah, started this year with a semi-final in Poland, didn't he? Only lost out to Luke Littler. Again, brilliant performance from Littler to stop him. And maybe Dobey can just stretch his legs here, because he had a wonderful setup shot in the previous leg. That's as good as it could have been to get down to 140.
Chris should require 140.
Next best thing is to try and hit a ton. Can you do it again?
60.
Not quite. Not for the want of trying.
Try and find his way through to the 54. It's not a bad effort. He's asking more in hope than expectation there.
56. Chris should require 80.
Put him to the brink of victory. Dobey again having to wander around the hockey.
60. Italia require 48.
Tiny adjustment needed.
And
produced.
7th leg, Tyler Thorpe. 8th leg, Chris to throw first. Game on.
Brings an end to the run of 3 legs for Chris Dobey, but Dobey still in the driver's seat in this contest.
60.
Certainly keeps him interested in
91.
the rest of this game. Has lost some of that scoring power compared to yesterday as Tyler Thorpe. And as such, opportunities to win legs are starting to dry up a tad.
Yeah, could have been 3-0 up in this game.
It's
an opening. This match could flip again.
55.
Well, if you've got 270 left, it's imperative you stay straight, and he didn't do that with the first start.
140.
Dobey most certainly has stayed straight.
I'll just stay there.
139.
He has come down from the 19s,
116.
but you've got such a big target there.
$60. Tyler requires 76.
If he's got another trouble with a 180, come back for 35, it's single to double. Here, he might have to burn 2 darts to get to a double. Oh, now it's 25 and ball. Oh, no.
63. Chris requires 56.
Messy from Tyler Thorpe.
Down shot the 8 leg.
Chris Dobey punishes to the fullest extent.
Game.
Can't afford any slip-ups from here, Tyler Thorpe. If only his second appearance on the
57.
Euro Tour is to go any further.
$140.
Only the second max of this game. He hit 4 yesterday, Tyler Thorpe.
96.
Well, even if he does bow out at this stage, there's lots to be encouraged about, and
58.
there are further opportunities available. Qualification spots for 5 more Euro Tours yet to be determined. Those coming in the autumn time.
57.
And like you said, first year of a tour card, everything's kind of a free go. Win as much money as you can, get to the Worlds, get to the Players' Championship finals. Everything else is kind of a bonus. It's difficult to get on these Euro Tours with any regularity in your first year.
140.
But if you can start moving up the various ranking lists,
72.
you've got a chance for year 2 to be a very profitable one. And he's shown a bit of what he's about so far this weekend, Tyler Thorpe. And we're going into another leg. That's an excellently taken out 72 finish from Thorpe.
Game. $140.
Incidentally, in terms of the World Championship race, Tyler Thorpe needs to reach the quarters to get into the spots. There's still a long way to go. Lots more Players' Championship events available.
93.
Don't want to have to travel to Wigan to play in the last chance qualifier the day after the conclusion of the Players' Championship finals.
121.
Oh, no.
80.
Well, it looked like 60 points on the floor there. It's one of those players that uses a rigid flight combo. You get collisions there, it's going to take a lot of pace out of the darts, but Chris Dobey looks to be taking the pace out of Tyler Thorpe's challenge here at the Slovak Darts Open. Match darts incoming. Little smirk from Tyler Thorpe as he was throwing that one. He's down to a finish.
Chris requires 60.
Maybe a little parting gift after Dobey decided to rub salt into the wounds. Thorpe looks on as Dobey looks at double 10.
50.
It's not over yet.
Require 148.
180, 148 out to break and level and then throw for the match. Just when we were writing his epitaph. No, too much.
Get the pen back out.
60.
Having said that,
Chris, you require 10.
double 5 wouldn't be Dobey's first choice.
Game shot.
But he's made the right choice. Chris Dobey ends his mini European Tour drought with a win over Tyler Thorpe. Lots to like about Thorpe's performances over the course of the weekend. but it's a much-needed win for Chris Dobey. Another one who hasn't exactly set the place alight. Maybe that will come tomorrow when he faces either Ross Smith or Joe Cullen. It's a 6-4 win for Chris Dobey.